Peace, family. It's your brother Isaiah again with another video for all the conscious brothers and sisters in the conscious community. Keeping the struggle because we know it's through the struggle that we grow. Also, I like to say that it's a slow process for progress and that the race is not to the swift, but it is to those who can endure the longest. So be willing to stay in this for the long haul. Y'all already know my videos never constitute legal advice, for I'm not a legal counsel nor am I an attorney. I'm just your brother. I'm just sharing education and information about my walks and travels throughout my journey called life. And I like to extend all those honors to you, because when you honor man and woman, you honor yourself. Okay, let me start by acknowledging Allah, which is the head temple of my life. And I like to extend that same acknowledgement to all his prophets and all his messengers. Peace to the gods. How's the beloved brothers and sisters today in the conscious community? Me, myself, I'm just, continuing to stay human, continuing to stay focused, and tapping into that inner being within myself so that I may be able to reach new levels of height, growth, and development. Today, I wanted to just make this real quick video to remind y'all that my class will be starting Friday at 8 p.m. Central. This will be the last time for everybody to go ahead and get your donations in. If you haven't heard and you want to be a part of it, you can inbox me or you can comment below the video. But trust me, you definitely want to take this course, because the reason why is because, see, it's a lot of information out here. All right, we know that, right? It's a million different things out here, right? But a lot of the information is almost similar. It's a lot of the same information, and a lot of people are trying to do, like, they're trying to discharge debts. That's not working for a lot of people, okay? A lot of people trying to do acceptance for value. That's not working for people. I'm not saying that it doesn't work, because I've actually used it and been successful at utilizing that process, but I'm just saying it's not something that will work on a consistent basis. It's like you'll have more problems trying to do it than you would have success at utilizing that process, right? Now, I can tell you that, it's just it's the misinformation, okay? Just like everything else, we hear something, it sounds good to us, we take it and we run with it. We never do our investigation on it or nothing. Then by the time we find out, it's too late. We already went too far with it. Same way with the driver's license. Just think about what I'm saying. Before you knew about a driver's license, you heard about you can get your license when you turn this age. All you gotta do is take this test and this, and that. So it's like floating around you at all times. So quite naturally, you just go get the license based off the information, because human beings are word control creatures. We usually go by what we hear or what we see. You see what I'm saying? And we follow that, we mimic that. Okay, so it's important that you understand that you need to learn, you need to educate yourself so that you can have the proper understanding about things, so that you can properly get the right remedies. Now, if you look below the video, all right, this is an act, all right, it's dealing with trade name, it's dealing with how the rest of the trade name, how to do the DBA correctly, all right. I've outlined and circled around different parts that play, that have very much significance to the point that I'm trying to convey in this video. So when you look at those parts, just pay attention to what it's saying. But what I'm trying to show you is you need to be in the proper position over that name in order to be recognized for who you are. If you're not recognized in the proper content, when it comes to that name, you're not going to get the remedy, because you're not recognized and by the right people. All right, it plays a part in what when you do your DBA, after you put it in the paper, it's certain you got to make sure that it's on file, okay, so you can get your recognition. Then there's other things that we have to do with other agencies and stuff in order for us to be in the proper position in order to effectively utilize commerce. Now, I'm gonna tell you, as a creditor, I always said that a UCC was unnecessary. I'm not trying to knock nobody's process, so don't nobody take that wrong, thinking that I'm shooting down what you're doing, because I'm not doing that. I'm just saying that it was unnecessary for us to utilize a UCC when we are already the owners over everything. It was all about you making the claims up because they hid your property from you in a name other than your own. But a man or a creditor collects debts in a name other than his own. See, we are debt collectors. Really, they don't want you to know that. You supposed to be collecting the debt, not nobody else. Aaron ain't supposed to be collecting your principal's debt. You are. T-Mobile ain't supposed to be collecting your principal's debts. You are. Matter of fact, don't nobody supposed to be even sending you a bill, a statement, or invoice if it don't have a signature on it. Just think about it like this. What constitutes acceptance? Okay? Delivery is anytime you put something in the mail and then you endorse it. All right? Once it's endorsed and I receive it and it got the proper endorsement and that constitutes a transfer. But it has to have the signature on the document in order for the transfer to take place, just like when you do the certificate of live birth and it come in the mail from the feds. It got the proper endorsement and everything, and then when you accept that, that constitutes a transfer. Now you become the holder of the instrument. Now, I'm saying that because it's very important that you understand what that means, especially when you're dealing with like bills and stuff like that. You got to really understand what's going on in order for you to get the proper remedy. Now, I'm putting this out there so anybody that want to be a part of this class, I suggest that y'all all, that anybody that watch this, you need to go ahead and make that donation, because it's going to change your life drastically. It's going to clear up a lot of the misinformation, a lot of stuff about creditor and debitor, the secured party creditor process and all of that. Not to say that that's not useful, but what I'm finna give you is something different. I'm finna show you something different that can effectively take change in your life right away as soon as you start using it. You just have to be able to comprehend the information and be able to stand on it. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people can get this information, but they can't stand on it. So I just wanted to make sure I put this out there for everybody out there that's out there, you know, really looking for a remedy, really trying to get the proper understanding. And I'm going to tell you this too. You got to know your codes. You got to know the statutes of your state. Regardless of what anybody says, your brother Isaiah is telling you right now that you do need to know that. You do have to have an understanding of that, because that lays out the process in which the state operates. That's just like it's like their internal record. It's telling you everything that they require. So in order for you to know what remedies you have to know the rules and how their procedures, their processes. And once you start understanding what their procedures, their processes is, then you can effectively do what you need to do and affecting your change and your rights and claiming what you claim. You see what I'm saying? But we have to know the rules to the game in order for us to effectively play by the rules. I mean, I don't want to play no game if I ain't got all the rules. I can't effectively do what I need to do because I don't know I can steal that base. But if I know I can steal that base, that's going to change the game. So, you know, we have to know the rules. We have to read. We have to educate ourselves. So if you interested and you want to learn and you in the process of, you know, you just getting off into this, or you might been in it for a while and you just tired of hearing the same stuff that ain't working, and you want to get on this new wave of information that I'm bringing about the straw man, then, hey, come take my course, man. It's only 50 notes. 50 notes, man. We're doing 5 days worth of study, an hour per session. If you want to be a part of that, I suggest that you do, because I'm going over some great information, some great acts that reveals a lot of information, just like the one below this video. That one right there can actually help you get yourself in the proper status with your name. So it's best that you read it and get an understanding. Even if it ain't your state, it's good that you get a reading, because each state has an act similar. So it's best that you get an understanding how you want to really do business when it comes in accordance to that name, and why it's important that name be registered, and why you want to register it with your state. Not to say you can't do a foreign DBA, but you want to register it with your state, and you don't want to be the holder of the name. You want to own that mug, because you want to be able to control everything. All right, it's your brother Isaiah. Like always, I'm dropping truth, peace, freedom, justice, and equality to all, man. Y'all have a blessed and wonderful day. Peace.